many of you can agree or will agree, and some of you will not. I think that there is one thing that we are failing to do during this life, and that is to do and to live out one command that God has commanded each one of us to do, and that is to honor our father and our mother. And in searching and researching the word honor, you will find that that word honor means that you understand the value of the mother or the father. And we miss the value of the mother, for a mother will do and go with you a whole lot further than a father would. That the father will not sacrifice as much as a mother will. And I believe that the mothers are really a physical gift that walks in the character of God. In other words, they understand how to love us in spite of what we've done. That we could have gone through some of the lowest of lows. We could be some of the most talked about children. But out of everybody that talks about us, a mother will look at us with all our faults and with all our frailties and say, that's still my child. That they know how to love us right where we are, with our hard-headed, stiff-necked, rebellious, stubborn self. And they will still embrace us and still sacrifice for us. A mother exemplifies the love of God through loving her children, because God loves us just as we are, just where we are. And I believe that God designed mothers to show us in the earth just how much he really loves us. That father don't tolerate as much, that father are not as patient, that father is not as kind and is not as loving, but a mother sees us differently because they get to know us even before we crack the womb. They get to know us during the incubation time of us being wrapped up in their wombs and doing the moving, and her having to make the body adjustments and having to sleep on her back or on her side. They get to know us and they begin to talk to us way before we come out of the womb. And that's why there is such a bond, I believe, with child and with mother, because mother has a 9 months advantage on daddy. That there are things that mother understands about that child that daddy never will understand. That mother understands this. If nothing else, this is a blessing. Even though sometimes they may look like a curse or act like a curse, this is a blessing, because some folk does not have the ability to reproduce. Some folk don't have the ability to have something and to hold something that comes out of them that God says, now you're responsible for this. Most men that know they ought to be responsible, they'll walk away. But how many folk know that out of everything that's going on in the United States, the number statistically is that 89% of the mothers stayed with their children. While there is 89% staying with the children, there's 91% that's walking away. Wow, okay. And I think that is staggering that a mother will sacrifice and do the things that they do for children, and we never understand the total sacrifice. But as I sat back and I looked at the things that my mother did for us in our lifetime, growing up, raising 6 children by herself, that she would let us eat before she eat. Okay, I'm just saying these are some of the sacrifices that we would want money and need money, but mama understood this. Mama would give us her last. God, y'all, not only would she give us her last, but she'll give us her all. That if I couldn't get an encouraging word nowhere, mama had an encouraging word. That if I couldn't get a smile nowhere, mama had a smile. That after everybody would talk down on me, mama would always talk up. I come to find out that there's value in mothers. And the sad part of it is many of us will never know the full value of our mother until they're long gone. That we'll never understand what they will bring into the table until their head is cold. And I believe in this letter this morning when Paul writes to his brother Timothy, Paul saw something in him that was passed on from one generation to the next generation to the next generation, which suggests to me that if a mother can't give you nothing else, she ought to be able to give you Jesus. That out of all the people that she can introduce you to, not give you Jesus by bringing you to church, but by give you Jesus. When I say give you Jesus by you seeing Jesus in her.